Hi Alex, so for your website, this is a quick review. Okay, I believe you mentioned before that you didn't feel that the fonts all this work for a website. Now, I would believe that happens because there's like this fonts here. Okay, there's a kind of soft fonts, and then you have all these harder fonts, and then you have this font. So essentially, I think if you remove this picture here, all right, it might be able to solve some of the inconsistency issues. Because at the moment this banner or this picture here doesn't actually go anywhere, so if I click on it or if it doesn't go to any page, so this is probably just a tagline that you have, and I would recommend that this because you want your website to be more of an informational website first, right? So this one doesn't really do much for the customer. So this is where people can actually click and go to different posts and everything. uh, so one thing that I do want to mention, okay, is that a lot of your links are actually incorrect. Okay, what I mean by that is, okay, you can see here FitVibe 302. Okay, so that's actually the wrong thing. So what you want to make sure is you set your permalinks. Okay, that's very important because it will be able to change your post from feedback.com.sg slash question mark 302 to feedback.com.sg slash maybe kick a Metapolis into high gear, something like that. Okay, so it helps in terms of the search engine optimization parts. Okay, the other thing is that for all these ads here, I recommend you remove them or bring them to a targeted page. As it is right now, all this when I click on them, they go nowhere. It doesn't really help you. What you should do is you create these pages, okay, these images. You click, it goes to a page, okay, a separate page where it sells your advertising opportunities. Okay, so people can buy advertising from you. So instead of having all this click go nowhere, click to go to a sales page, kind of a sales page that gets people to buy advertising. Okay, this thing here I believe will be changed, so I'm not going to talk much about this. Top featured brands. Now all these here, I would recommend you change them. I understand you sell all this stuff as well, but it doesn't help you because at the moment right now it's just it's everything here. So what you want to do is you want to keep it down, feature only a few things. All these happen to be very technical terms that I'm not in your market. Okay, so I'm not too sure what all these brands mean. Okay, but for someone in your target market, maybe they will know what these brands are. So at the moment, until you have people regularly buying from you, I would recommend you remove this part here until they are buying. Of course, the next things here is your social media profile. All these are not linked yet, so that needs to be fixed. All this, the content in here, all, of course, before you really go up, you need to change because all this is blank. All these are what do you call it, filler text, so you don't want to have all this before you go live. Okay. The other thing is that over here, all these images, I'm not too sure why you have this. Is because you're ready to accept payment, but I don't think you should have all these white things here. And for this Visa, MasterCard, all this, don't have it here because you don't really need to show this. Okay, so yeah. So other than that, okay, this is a copyright 2016. That should be a very easy script for this to be updated every year. Okay, so that's actually very easy to fix. The other thing is that you don't really need a search function here until you have more people coming in. This search typically won't really help unless you're able to embed some Google search here, so it kind of helps as well. So that will require a bit more efforts there. So currently there's the events, there aren't anything. So all these things here, you have a lot of content, but all this at the moment as I was clicking through, most of them are is empty content. So what I strongly recommend is to remove all this stuff until you have content in them or sufficient content, because right now all this it's just you're just diversifying too much for your website. So if you want to make sure that your content, okay, you have a lot of good quality content in your site. Otherwise, no one's gonna come over to read your site. Okay. Of course, all this stuff here, I'm not gonna talk much because it's really just clicking and going and buy. Naturally, you want to be able to have um, all this stuff which is already working, so there's no issue here. All right, and before we close this one, okay, so got a fit tip now. This one here, if possible, what I recommend is you change these two colors, okay, if you can, because got a fit tip, this is a very strong color, so there's a likelihood that people may click on this because you see, the thing about websites, one consistent thing is you have pink here, you have pink here. When people hold these colors, okay, this is training people to click. So having this here, it makes people want to click because it's just to be consistent. So if possible, swap these two information. So share with us. Then afterwards, you have a button here or that has all this content here. So when you click on it, they'll be able to send an email. So that's what you want to do for this too. Yeah. Other than that, I think that's pretty much the quick review for your website. I hope this helps. If there's anything I can help you with, please feel free to let me know. Yeah, cheers.